Right, good evening Ollie. I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback on your assignment for exercise, health and lifestyle. Really good that you got merit in your first assignment, and it's all about this second assignment. Unfortunately you've got a resubmission, and you've done well to catch up on the work that you missed last week. You've achieved P2 and P3, which are designing use a lifestyle questionnaire to describe the strengths and areas of improvement in the lifestyle of a selected individual. And then P3 is provide lifestyle improvement strategies for a selected individual. So you've managed to do that. Unfortunately, you haven't achieved any of the other criteria, because when we come through your assignment, we find the following things. So when we look at your strengths and weaknesses, you've got P2 on every single one. And you've said as a strength, Ruth has past experiences in the gym, which is a strength, as she will have an idea with what she's doing with weight training. I don't really get an explanation there. You haven't told me why past experiences are a strength, and giving me some examples of that. So I'm looking for a little bit more to get your merit there. When we look at your areas of improvement, again, you've only achieved a pass. You can see that you've got P2 on each one. She has low motivation levels towards exercise, which will give her a lack of interest towards it and will possibly persuade her to give up with her physical activity. I mean, there is some explanation there, but give an example. Explain why having low motivation will stop you from being physically active. So that's in order to get a merit. You've made some good suggestions. There's drinking 5 a day and relieving stress, which is good. And then we get a really kind of poor attempt at the distinction. And you've started it, but there's nothing there to kind of work with at the minute. And what I've been looking for there is that you evaluate the lifestyle factors. So we're looking at smoking, alcohol, sleep, stress, physical activity. And the other one, pardon me, I'll come to it in a minute and let you know. But I'm looking for you to analyse all those lifestyle factors and say what impact those are having on Ruth's health. And then to get D2, you've got to analyse a range of strategies. So for each one, say how she can improve it. And you know, when we look at physical activity, it's not just about maybe going to a gym, but what else can she do? Like, can she do some gardening? Can she do some ironing in the house? Just to be a bit more physically active. So those are the things that I'm looking for in order to get D2. I need a lot more than what I've got there. And then we come to your activity programme. Some really nice SMART targets. Well done. Lots of people miss that, and you've obviously grasped that well. You start off with moderate and vigorous intensity. Remember, you've got to build up slowly, particularly with someone who isn't physically active. And then I like your range of activities. So you've got walking the dog, and kind of jogging and yoga, which is really meeting individual needs. But what I don't get there is any specific stuff. So you haven't given me a training method. You've talked about circuit training, but you haven't given me any activities that you should be doing. So I want some examples. Now, the jogging, you don't quite comprehend the fact that like you can only run at a certain pace. Now you said that she's got to do 2 miles in 30 minutes. It's really optimistic to think that she'll be able to run 6.5 minute miles. Someone who's quite an experienced runner would be able to do that, but not a novice person. So yeah, I need a little bit more than that there. Again, you play with the time a little bit. You've gone over the 150, not too much of a problem. I've got an issue with that. So what I'm looking for from your training program, be specific about your circuit training, and be a little bit more realistic about times on your miles. You might need to up it a little bit. But it's not a bad attempt. My only reservation about it is that in week 5 you're doing 184 minutes, and then in week 6 you're doing 172 minutes. So you've got to make that balance. Okay, is that time appropriate? And because we're doing a 6-week program, I'd expect it to build up. Yeah, we talked about 150 minutes being the benchmark for physical activity, so you don't really need to go over that. Intensity is all wrong. You need to redo it. You haven't adapted it during each week, so that's what I'm expecting from you, Ollie. You're more than capable of getting a distinction here. I'd start off with your activity program, get that sorted, then look at the strengths and weaknesses, get explaining them, and then have a go at the evaluation and analysis. Okay, good attempt. Try and get on it.